Or how hard does Tank hit?
Surprisingly, not hard. And I know Rolly said this before, and a lot of people that have gotten hit by him say that he doesn't have a hard punch. He has pinpoint accuracy that if it hits you and you don't see it coming, you're gonna get dropped. I would say his punching power is average, but he has deceptive power. I mean, deceptive shots that will catch you if you're not paying attention all the time.
Thank you for that. There we go. Throw it right here. Oh!
So recently, Ryan Garcia was on Volume-tainment where he was asked, since you fought both Tank and Devin Haney, who punches harder? Ryan responded by saying, Devin Haney, he punches hard. He even managed to hurt him during the fight as he felt his power. On the other hand, Ryan said when he fought Tank, he was weak in that fight. Not surprisingly, Ryan said on other interviews that Tank doesn't even hit hard, to the point where he believes Luke Campbell was a harder puncher than Gervonta Davis. Now, everyone is entitled to their own opinion, but the only problem with that opinion is the facts say when Tank hit Ryan, he dropped Ryan. When Tank hit Ryan, Tank actually managed to knock him out. So let's not kid ourselves. Gervonta is one of the hardest punchers in the world. And below 140, Gervonta is the hardest puncher. Tank is the type of fighter who has so many other attributes on top of that, such as his speed, his timing, his precision, his IQ. He has too many tools in his toolbox, to the point where Gervonta is more than a completer fighter. He's a cheat code. That's how gifted he is. If we are being real, Tank is that guy. Clearly, Ryan doesn't want to give credit where credit is due, since Tank beat him. Nevertheless, I disagree completely with Ryan Garcia saying Tank doesn't have that much power and Luke Campbell punches harder than him. I think even Stephen Wonder could see that. However, Ryan did make an interesting comment when he was asked who would win between Devin Haney and Gervonta, since you fought both. Interestingly enough, Ryan Garcia picked Devin Haney to beat Gervonta. Now, even though people may think Ryan was being salty, just like he was when he compared their power. However, in this case, I think Ryan Garcia was being sincere, because he made a good point. Styles make fights. Now, I'm not saying Devin Haney beats Gervonta. All I'm saying, you never know. Boxing is the theater of the unexpected. Time and time again, the sport of boxing showed us you cannot play the triangle theory. Just because Gervonta beat Ryan and Ryan beat Devin Haney, that doesn't mean Tank will automatically beat Devin Haney. We all witnessed how Muhammad Ali lost to Frazier. Frazier then lost to George Foreman. He got destroyed. People thought there's no way in hell Muhammad Ali is going to be able to beat George Foreman, to the point where they were scared for Muhammad Ali's life when he fought George Foreman. However, interestingly enough, Muhammad Ali didn't just beat Foreman. He actually knocked him out. He knocked out the knockout puncher. Remember, at the time, George Foreman had a crazy record of something like 47-0 with 45 KOs. And he knocked out Frazier, Kenny Norton, and some killers in his division, in the heavyweight division, during the golden era. Ali beat that guy, then came back to beat Frazier twice. That's why you cannot play the triangle theory. That's my point exactly. The same thing happened with Sugar Ray Leonard and Duran. Duran beat Sugar Ray Leonard, but Sugar Ray Leonard came back to beat Duran not just once, but twice. He actually made Duran quit and came back to beat all of the other four kings after that. Remember, the reason why Sugar Ray Leonard lost to Duran to begin with was because he fought emotional. Duran, he dissed his wife, he said some personal stuff about him, and that got to Sugar Ray Leonard's head. So he ended up fighting Duran fight. That's how he lost the fight. The same thing that happened to Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia got into his head. He made him fight emotional by dissing his belief, his religion, by telling Devin Haney, where's your mom, and things of that sort. Therefore, Devin Haney fought emotional. So we can easily have a repeat of what happened between Sugar Ray Leonard and Duran in the rematch once Devin Haney fights Ryan Garcia again. You never know. History repeats itself. Just like Sugar Ray Leonard, Devin Haney made the same mistake by fighting emotional. He was following the puncher around that was a counterpuncher by nature, who was bigger than him after he missed weight. He was also hooking with the hooker, something you don't do. Devin Haney made a lot of mistakes. So we don't know how the rematch will play out if Ryan Garcia actually comes in weight, just like Devin Haney, and Devin Haney fight his fight, not Ryan Garcia fight. Like I said, we can easily have a repeat of Ali versus Frazier, Sugar Ray Leonard versus Duran, etc., etc., etc. Nevertheless, here is exactly what Ryan Garcia had to say. Check it out.
How different was it fighting, like you getting hit by Devin, undefeated, you got hit by, Tank? What's the difference on the way you felt Haney's hit against Tank?
Well, Haney actually caught me. Gervonta, I didn't really... It wasn't a hard fight. I was just weak. That's not a hard fight for me. I will beat Gervonta Davis worse than I beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney's a harder fight than Gervonta. And I know if he's like, they're going to go crazy right here. But at the end of the day, I've proved them wrong before. At the end of the day, you guys could pull up the picture of me, how I look for a Tank fight and how I look for Devin Haney fight. They knew what they were doing, and he will never fight me at 145, so it doesn't really matter. And that's why he was trying to text me all nice and tweet me, "Oh, Ryan, I'll give you my real number now. Let's go to the club. I hung out with P. Diddy, and now I want to hang out with you." Like, bro, we're like...
Tank is saying this. I saw that.
Yeah, you seen that.
Did you guys speak after the fight? Like, did he call you to congratulate you or no?
He tried to go out with me. Pause. He did, though.
Facts.
Yeah.
That night. So what do you think his outcome is of wanting to talk to you? Do you think he wants a fight or?
No, he's trying to set me up. He's just clout chasing at that moment. He wanted some clout.
And you're saying Haney is a tougher fighter?
100%.
Okay, so put him. If Haney fights Tank, who wins?
Haney beats Tank.
Haney beats Tank if they fight.
Yeah, I know. Boxing's a wild sport.
Why do you say that? In what area does Haney
beats him? Out of just pure volume and just knows how to use his reach good. Tank will try to hurt him, but I don't think Tank could. Tank won't get to Haney. Definitely Haney will beat Tank. I know I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Ryan's crazy again," blah blah blah. But if it happens, I have Haney.
Okay, so let's stay on this with Haney and Tank.
Yeah.
You're saying Haney prediction if they fight. But at a position like this now, Tank has leverage over all of you, no?
I don't think he has leverage over me personally.
You don't think Tank has leverage over you? No, if I'm representing...
I'm a bigger fighter than him. Nobody knows him outside of the U.S. Everybody knows me everywhere I go, So at the end of the day, he needs me. I'm international. He's national. That's it. He's big in America, but not bigger anywhere else, so... I have way more followers than him. I have way more engagement. I'm cooler than him. I know how to speak better than him. I know how to promote better than him, better fighter, everything. No way he has leverage. He could go kiss a good one.
Who do you want to fight? Like, is there a fight like you want to have where it's...
Gervonta Davis rematch.
Gervonta Davis rematch.
Enough.
I hate to tell you I told you so, but I told you so. Clearly, Ryan doesn't feel that this is our win, like Gervonta told him. And he doesn't want to celebrate with Tank because he feels this is his win and his win only. He even discredited Gervonta for beating him, even though he did worse to Devin Haney. I don't know if Ryan realizes, but every time he makes excuses to why he lost to Gervonta, the same thing could be said to Devin Haney, better yet, even more, since Ryan Garcia actually missed weight by 3.2 pounds intentionally in order to have an advantage. Listen, Gervonta is a unique fighter. There's no doubt about that. You cannot get him out of his square. He's always going to fight his fight. He's going to be the general in the ring, and that's what makes him unique. He's not going to underestimate anybody's ability. When he fought Rolly, he will respect Rolly like he's fighting Floyd Mayweather. That's how serious Gervonta takes every opponent. Due to that, I don't think stylistically Ryan can beat Tank in a rematch at all. I mean, Tank beat Ryan too easy in the first fight. Now, if Ryan is saying he wants to miss weight by more than 3 pounds against Tank, just like he did against Devin Haney, to have an advantage, perhaps he has a better chance of beating him that way, that's a different story. Basically, Ryan is admitting that he can't beat Tank on an even playing field. However, he can beat Tank if he has an advantage. That's what Ryan thinks. I mean, without a doubt, Devin Haney fought the better version of Ryan Garcia. Ryan even learned some tricks that he utilized against Devin Haney from the Gervonta fight. I'm talking about things that Gervonta did to him, such as being the ring general, moving around even though he was the puncher. Ryan was doing that to Devin Haney. He had a similar game plan. However, that's not enough to beat Tank. He tried to do similar things to Tank and it backfired. Ryan learned something, but he didn't learn everything, because I remember when Ryan fought Tank in the second round, he made a hell of a mistake, which was he initiated 3 combos back-to-back with the left hook. Tank timed that and dropped him. Well, guess what? Ryan did the same thing against Devin Haney. At some sequences, he initiated combos back-to-back with the left hook, or he just straight up threw a left hook. The key difference, Devin Haney didn't capitalize on it. Despite what Ryan says, I truly believe he has a great respect for Tank, because what he says proves it. The fact that he's calling for a rematch against Gervonta Davis, who's a lightweight that fights at 135. However, he doesn't want the rematch at 140. He wants Tank to fight him at 144 or 145 pounds. That doesn't even make logical sense. That means Ryan is not serious about the rematch. You see, Ryan is basically saying, if I can't break the rules against Tank, if Tank is not going to allow me by putting things in place where if I break the rules, it's going to be a heavy price, such as the fight get canceled, or perhaps I got to pay $10 million per pound, then guess what? I'm not going to miss weight by 3.2 pounds against Tank. What I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the weight. Come fight me at 144 or 145. That's not even a division. How about I just say welterweight? If that's the case, then fight Jaron Ennis. But we know Ryan is not going to do that. Basically, what Ryan wants is to fight Gervonta. However, not on an even playing field. Just like he did against Devin Haney, to give himself the best chance of beating Tank. This is why Ryan said he wants the rematch, but only at 144 or 145 instead of 140, the division he was supposed to fight Devin Haney. And trust me, Ryan can make the weight. He just wanted an advantage. He even admitted it on a tweet. He said he didn't want to make weight because that was going to make him weak. However, he wanted Devin Haney to be weak. It was really revealing when Ryan Garcia disagreed with the host of the show, who said that Gervonta calls the shots because he already beat you. Ryan disagreed. He said, nah, I'll call the shots. Everybody want to fight me. Ryan went as far as saying Tank needs him. However, with the next breath, when Ryan was asked, what's the main fight you want? That's when Ryan admitted Tank is the only fight he wants. However, at 145 pounds, he didn't even say 140 or 143. He said 145. Basically welterweight, even though Tank is a lightweight. So that doesn't make any type of sense. For Ryan to say Tank needs him, but the only fight Ryan wants is the Tank fight. Clearly Tank doesn't need him because Tank already beat him to become the face of boxing, so he's the bigger star. That's not up for debate. Let's keep it a buck. We all know everybody want to fight Ryan right now, but everybody been wanting to fight Tank. Therefore, there's no secret, due to Ryan Garcia wanting to fight Tank at 145, the rematch is not going to happen. What Ryan Garcia can do, though, is fight Devin Haney at 145 on an even playing field, since he missed weight by 3.2 pounds. He has to run it back with Devin Haney. Devin Haney will be willing to fight Ryan Garcia at 145. Last but not least, even though Tank beat Ryan with ease, that doesn't mean he beats Devin Haney. Because if he does, or if Tank really felt he would have had beaten Devin Haney that easy, then guess what? Tank would have had been fought Devin Haney a long time ago, just like he made the Ryan Garcia fight come to fruition. Tank would have had made the Devin Haney fight come to fruition for Undisputed. So clearly, Tank respected Devin Haney's skill to the point where he wasn't rushing to fight him, however Devin Haney was. This is why the best must fight the best, since we don't know who's gonna win. Just like how Ryan magically beat Devin Haney. He shook the world with this win because nobody expected him to win. The same thing can happen when Devin Haney fight Tank. Styles do make fights, or maybe Tank will remain supreme because nobody can crack his Da Vinci Code. We shall see if Frank Martin can crack the Da Vinci Code. That's not an easy fight at all. With the opinions out of the door and the facts laid out on the table, go ahead and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe below, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi TV. Peace out. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
When you got caught with the counter and you got knocked down, things kind of changed. What happened? Talk to us about it. And tell me about Tank's power. What did you say about it?
I just, it changed because I realized I was being stupid, you know? I just started firing shots. You know, I could have just kept playing the same game that I was playing. Jab, back up, wait for him to throw, back up. But I felt like I caught him with a hard shot when I pressed him with an overhand and hook, which I did hurt him. And then I just started pressing him. And again, that's my inexperience. I ran into one. It didn't hurt as much as Luke Campbell, but again, a knockdown's a knockdown. It counts. Got right back up, and we went back to the same game, you know, him moving and me pressuring. But it's all good. I'll learn from it.
Have you ever felt drained up and coming into a fight? Because this fight, you may have that experience since it's a catchweight and there's a rehydration course.
Right. No, actually, I've never felt that, but I don't think it's going to be a problem because I feel good. I don't like to gain that much weight anyways after the weigh-ins. So I pretty much walk around in the ring at 148, so 146 won't be too much different.
It can be.
And for Ryan's last fight, he was originally scheduled to fight Fortuna at 135. Ryan wanted to fight at 135, but Fortuna wanted to fight at 140. So why do you think Ryan wants to fight you at a higher and heavier weight, but not Fortuna?
I think he just wanted to fight. I think he wanted to just be lazy and not train as hard. When he fight at 35, he actually got to like work to make the weight. So I think he was just trying to like be lazy, and then also probably think he got a better advantage at 140.
Yeah, you and Ryan are both lightweights. So if Ryan accepted the fight with you at 135, would there have been no rehydration clause?
You said what weight?
I said you and Ryan are both lightweights. If Ryan accepted to fight you at 135, would there have been?
Nah.
Okay.
No, it wasn't okay. It just, he's trying to, I don't know, trying to figure out, find a way to have some advantage, so I guess.
You've spoken in the past about the experience in Vegas, the Tank fight, the rehydration clause, the rib injury, the catch weight. What did you learn from that experience, and how has it helped you in this fight, and how might it help you moving forward in your career?
That people don't give a shit about you. They'll just put, they don't give a fuck. Like, people don't give a fuck. So, you know, it's war at the end of the day, so I understood that I can't play around even in negotiations. I can't let them win in anything. Because, at the end of the day, I pretty much did that for the boxing community and the boxing fans to run that fight. Despite all the clauses, he told me not to, everybody and their mama told me not to. But I was like, fuck that, man. You guys are boring. Everybody's boring. I'm gonna fight him. Win or lose, I'm gonna run it. And I'm gonna stab his ass in a second. But, you know, I was too weak. I knew I was gonna lose in the back room. I had no power. I had no mind. I was dehydrated. It was really bad. I should actually die cutting that weight. I should have perked. But God protected me because I was blistering out of my mouth. I had no spit. It was like, it hurt every day to make that weight. I shook. I was shaking in the bed. Like, shit was crazy.
Ryan.
All right, right there.
Ike Feldman with Give Me Sport. I know you guys just mentioned Davis. In my opinion, I believe a rematch with Devin would be a step back. in your opinion? Who would you like to fight at? And could it be in New York? I felt like the New York crowd was really gravitating.
I mean, I had a vision to fight Fondura at 154. I don't know why. I just feel like I could knock him out. I know that's really, really random, but I just feel like I could get the title at 154. Real quick, I fought guys that big before, and I knocked them out in sparring. Cold, slept them. So, I want to do it. Shout out Fondura, though. No disrespect. Or I don't know. What should I do?
Look, bottom line is this.
Rest.
We're gonna rest. And we're gonna go back to the drawing board. We're gonna pick the best fight that Ryan thinks is the best fight, and we're gonna make big fights. We're gonna make big pay-per-views. That's what it's all about. Give the fans what they want.
Look, I'll tell you the truth. Ryan is gonna rest. Had a great win. Let him enjoy it.
Enjoy this.
And guess what? Ryan's calling all the shots now.
Yeah.
Ryan's calling all the shots now. That's the fact.
Now y'all sad.
He wants to fight 37. He wants to fight catchweight. But guess what? If anybody wants to make money, they have to fight Ryan. And guess what? He's gonna call all the shots. That's it. And guess what? He's gonna give you an exciting fight every single time.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Oh, one more. This is Kyle Devin from the